Hi everyone, welcome to today's practice. We're going to start to work into invigorating the body and then slowing down with a really nice restoring yoga nidra. So we're going to start in Virabhadrasana. So we're going to have two blocks for this practice as well. And we're going to support the body by taking the block in between the two knees towards the back of the sit bones. So just the sit bones themselves are sitting on the block. And then just relax back onto your heels. And then just inhale and center, keeping your ribs drawing down. We'll reach the left arm up and over with the right fingertips onto the ground. Taking a few nice deep inhales and exhales. Taking the sides of the throat back so you lengthen through the crown of the head. And then inhale, release. And then as you exhale, switch sides. So left fingertips come down. Right arm reaches up and over, firming down to the shins and really lifting up and out of the waistline so that you're not sinking into that left waist. And inhale, come back to center. We'll interlace our fingers, reach the arms up, pull the ribs down. Again, take the sides of the throat back. Deepen through the breath, soften through the belly. And then we'll exhale, we'll take this into a cactus position. So we'll take our elbows down to the side, broaden through the collarbones. And then we're going to exhale and draw our elbows and our forearms to touch. So open through the upper back, and then inhale, expand. And exhale, draw in. Inhale again, open and turn the palms away from you. And we'll interlace the hands behind us. Now you can grab a strap, you can grab a towel, you don't have to straighten the elbows. In fact, I want you to keep the elbows slightly bent and draw the shoulders down away from the neck. And then as you exhale, we're going to start to tuck our chin, come to the top of the head. And this is kind of a simple inversion as we flip the scenery, reaching the knuckles up. And then inhale, come all the way back. So start to chase the ground behind you with the knuckles, drop the shoulders. And exhale, tuck the chin. And again, reach the hips up. So not putting too much weight on the head, keeping the length in the neck. Inhale, come all the way back. And we'll reach the arms all the way up high. And then exhale, hands touch down on the floor in front of you. We'll move the block just off to the side. And then from the 4-point position in tabletop, we'll keep the left toes tucked under, or keep the right toes tucked, and reach the left leg back and reach the right arm forward. It's a big breath in. And then as we exhale, we'll take the right hand down towards the ground and reach the left leg out to the side, and reach the right arm skyward. So we're turning to the right. And then we're going to exhale, come up underneath that left shoulder, take the side of the head to the ground, come down with the right shoulder. We'll be there for about 5 breaths. If it feels good to reach the foot, you can grab the toe. Otherwise, just let the hand drape to the floor. You can walk the left fingertips forward, maybe slightly overhead. Sometimes I like to really work with my shoulder here, especially if it's feeling kind of tight. Really draw back to the sit bones, feeling some sensation through the sides of the body and through the hamstrings. Let your eyes drift closed and enjoy one more full cycle here of breath. And slowly slide your left hand in underneath your shoulder. Touch your right hand underneath the right shoulder. We'll stretch the left leg back long, curl the chest or the knee in, and then we'll set that left knee back down in place. Same thing, other side, right leg stretches back, left arm reaches forward. Energize through both directions. Push the floor away, draw the belly in, and then exhale. Right leg out to the side, left hand down. Those right toes are in line with the left knees. Inhale, reach the left arm up into the left, and then exhale, we're going to thread it through. Maybe reaching for the big toe, if you can grab it. Maybe the right fingertips start to climb forward, so you're really crawling forward with the fingertips, breathing through the sensations of the sides of the body. Creating space around the sacrum as you draw the hips back. Deep breathing around the intercostals. I'm just enjoying one more here, no sense of hurry. We'll glide the right hand underneath the shoulder, push the ground away. Left hand comes underneath the shoulder and we'll pull the right knee in. And then we'll place it down underneath the hip. Curl the toes under, we'll lift the chest, and one breath here, we'll push back into Adho Mukha Shavasana, right into down dog. From down dog, now reach the heels up, draw the tailbone underneath you, tip the chest forward, and then inhale all the way forward into high plank. So we're going to slowly lower down onto the belly, and we'll take our fingertips wide to the outer edges of our mat. So variation of Cobra here, palms down or on fingertips, either one that feels better to you. Inhale, lift up, opening through the spine, really relaxing the thighs, but drawing the navel down towards the floor. And then exhale, come down. This time, tuck the chin in, inhale, come all the way up, and then take the gaze over the right shoulder as you do pin that left shoulder back. And then as you exhale, you start to turn your gaze back forward, and we'll go again other side. So inhale, peel up, shoulders back, and then draw the ear, left ear towards left shoulder. Inhale, back through center, come all the way down. You can do it one more time. So inhaling, let that feel really good and fluid in your body, and just really follow the guide to the body. What does the body need? What would feel good? Last time here on the other side. Inhale back through center, maybe getting a little extra stretch into the abdominal. And then tuck your toes and start to take the hips back up into the down dog. We'll walk the feet all the way to the front. We'll inhale, halfway lift as you breathe in. Exhale, fold. We'll heel toe our feet in and we'll come into chair pose. So feeling heaviness through the heels, strength of the legs, and a lift and buoyancy through the chest. So chair pose can be a little tough, it can be a little heated, but it is such a great way to strengthen the legs, to ground down. We've been working on core and really opening through the back muscles. Take a deep breath and then maybe see if you can come down a little lower for 3, 2, and 1. Okay, a little bonus if you want it, you're going to come up onto your toes. Fix your gaze on one point and slowly take your time. Try not to rush it all the way down. And we'll bring the fingertips to the floor and we'll start to split the knees. So you might have to scoot back a little on your mat. And you'll split the knees as far as the flexibility will allow. And we'll come all the way back. So we're turning your knees out a little more and we're going to start to come into toe balance. So if you can, bring your hands off the ground. Bring your palms to your heart. And then keep a drishti, which is just a gazing point. Really soft, very calm with the eyes straight ahead. Keep the chest straight ahead and elevated. And feel a little dancing in your ankles. See if you can keep that breath really smooth and even, and that'll really help you to stay more stable. So we'll hold here for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Walk the hands forward. We'll start to straighten the legs and we'll walk back out into the down dog. Separate the heels here and we'll inhale, come forward into high plank. And from high plank, we're going to pull the right knee in towards the chest and then step it forward to your right thumb. So you might want to grab your blocks here if you need to. And then set up on the medium setting here. So second height of the blocks here. And we'll take a pulse. So we'll bend the right knee and we'll lift the chest. And then as you exhale, curl the left knee forwards in to meet the left rib. And on your inhale, straighten your left leg behind. You might have to move your blocks forward. And then as you exhale, curl the knee to the chest. So really curl in. Inhale, extend back. Think of kind of moving through some thick substance. So you take your time with it. Exhale, curl in. Inhale, lengthen out. And a breath out. And then listen carefully here. So we'll straighten that left leg out in front of you, any degree that you can. Look like a pistol. And we'll slowly lower down to the ground. Left leg stays high. It's kind of like a half boat pose. And if you want to go a little further, you can take the other leg off the ground. So you can point the toes, spread the toes, lift the chest. So a little more core engagement here. Bring the hands down towards the floor and we'll shift the blocks back a little bit. And we'll rewind. Pull that left leg up, pull it into the chest and step it all the way back. Blocks off to the side for a brief moment. Down dog. Take a deep breath and really clear out through the sides. Really open up through the armpits. Lengthen through the neck. Inhale, come forward into high plank. And we'll curl the left knee in. And as lightly as you can, step that left foot to the front of the mat. Pop your hands onto the blocks. And the same thing here. So we're going to bend through the right knee into the left knee. Inhale. We're going to exhale, leap off that back leg, shifting into the left leg, coming forward into bear three. Then exhale, curl in. Right knee pulls all the way in. And then exhale, straighten it back. Exhale, round. Inhale, lengthen back as you pull forward through the crown. Drop the chin. Exhale, curl in. And exhale, really lengthen. Really feel that glute work a little. And then here comes the fun part. We're going to pull the knee into the chest. Look through. Shift the head up. And start to extend the right leg all the way forward. Maybe take the blocks back to slow your descent. And the hips and tailbone. Sit down towards the ground. Right leg elevates if you need to bend the knee. Bend it, otherwise keep it nice and strong. Maybe left leg goes with it. Reach the arms forward this time. Really lift the chest. Maybe you come up, then you have to modify it when you come back up. All right, that's how we start to create change in the body. So for 3, 2, okay, we're going to reverse out of this. Okay, keep the right leg covered off the floor. Okay, don't let the right leg touch the ground at all if you can. And inhale, pull the knee into the chest, step it back, blocks off to the side. Downward facing dog, really clearing here. And a cleansing exhale. Soften the knees. Look forward. Light step or hop. Okay. Lift the chest, inhale, breathe in. And fold as you breathe out. Bring your feet a little wider than hip width apart. And let the torso really descend to the earth. You can hold on opposite elbows. You can take a clasp behind you. And let the whole front upper body soften down towards the ground. Flutter the lips. Flutter the jaw. Just let all of that really go. Really start to settle in here. Starting to reach those shoulders away from the ears just in case they've climbed up. And so start to take the hands to the tailbone and then all the way to the ground. Heel toe the feet in together. And we'll bypass right on into chair pose. Sit in a little deeper. Really sit the sit bones back. Really start to take it down, down, down. Remember, we're going to split our knees here. So from here, we're going to come right down onto our back so we can slowly lower down into the heels, rounding through the spine. Lean back a little bit, walk your feet forward. Push down through the feet. Feel your inner thighs hug in and round down slowly into your mat. And then from here, allow yourself to take up any space that's comfortable for you. Okay, if you've got blocks or if you've got props, you can always take them kind of under your thighs. You can also take it under your back. And do a kind of a supported Bandha if that feels good to you. And otherwise, you're just on your back and you're just going to come right into a supported Shavasana, and you're going to come right into a guided relaxation. Know that for the next few moments, there's absolutely nothing that you need to do. There's nowhere else you need to be. Just need to commit to being here. There's nothing that you have to focus on what you need to say or experience, but just really give your full presence to being here. If you do drift off to sleep or your mind wanders, let that be okay. And over time, as you practice this more regularly, you won't feel so exhausted. Hopefully, just breathing deeply, shifting the internal focus, and shift the focus to the top crown of the head. So we're softening around the very top of the cranium, around the ears, and around the eyes, and the space in between the eyes. Just begin to relax the nose, to the tip of the nose and even to the outer borders and the nostrils. As I bring your attention to these regions of the area, see how much you can let go just by the fixation of the direction of the mind into that space. Allow there to be softening of the lips and some space between the jaw. Surrendering between the shoulder blades. Openness being created through the fingers and the toes. Bringing the attention right to the center channel of the body. Right into the space around the heart, really with this being the center of the heart. As it moves down to the solar plexus, all the way down to the navel and the tissues that lie deep beneath the navel. Bring your attention to the thighs, into the hips, into these dense muscles that carry you each day. And really see if you can drop deeply into the earth. Allowing the calves to splay on the earth. Notice if you can feel that the heels themselves are starting to bring deep indentions into the earth. And then on the next wave of breath, feel the whole body fill and broaden. And on the exhale, the weight start to come off the body as you surrender and let go of the clenching, let go of the accumulation, really. Feel this collective calm to the entire body. Notice that you always have access to this, no matter your external environment. Breathe into this knowing, into this trust, as you deeply breathe into the low belly, and you expand that energy across the chest, the outer borders, the ribs. And slowly begin to bring a little movement into your toes. Stretching your toes wide. Really making big circles around the ankles. Beginning to do the same with your fingers and your wrist. Reaching the arms above the head. Reaching the toes long. Firming the shoulder blades down, arcing through the back. and really starting to drag the shoulder heads down the mat. And then relax and soften that back down. And then start to pull the knees into the chest. As you pull the knees into the chest, just let the knees kind of drop to the outer banks of the shoulders. Relax into whatever form, shape the body is willing to go. And you can rock off to the right or the left side of your mat, depending on what time of day it is that you're taking this practice. So if it's earlier in the day, you can rock off to the left. And then slowly make your way up to a seat. Take a moment just to collect yourself and to acknowledge any shifts that you have created. Anything that has transpired, right? Perhaps more softening in the tissues. Even maybe you can feel your face more relaxed. Space behind the eyeballs. Maybe just the ability to feel like you can go at whatever it is that's come your way or whatever decision that's been brewing. That you have a clearer space to collect your thoughts. Perhaps you've shedded some of that unneeded tension and aggravation and have brought yourself back to this place of kindness, of compassion for yourself, and then therefore you're able to share it more into your interactions throughout the day. Thank you for practicing with me today. Namaste.